Hey, what's up, y'all? Back again with another video. Thank you guys for always watching. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I had to take a little break from social media. I know you guys all know probably what that feels like, and knows that sometimes it's necessary to step back and like reevaluate everything that you're doing or not doing, what you could do better in your life. And it's cool to just be still and slow down. You know, during this time that we're in right now, a lot of us still are doing, trying to figure things out the best way that we know how, that is the most aligned with us and our soul purpose. So it's challenging and it's not easy, but at the same time, you know, if you keep going, even if you feel like you quote unquote fall off or you're taking a break, you keep going and you pick yourself up again and you try again and you keep going. So that's where my headspace was within the last 3 weeks. So yeah, always take time for yourself. We always need to see what's up with self, you know. But the real reason why I came on here is because I wanted to talk to you guys about the amethyst, and it was one of my very first crystals that I've ever gotten. And you know, when I got the crystal, I was like, why is he giving this? You know, it was an old coworker that I used to work with, and we were really close. You know, we got really, really, really close. And I was in religion and he was in spirituality, and he would always talk about spirituality and you know, positive thinking, and you know, if you're in pain, don't think about being in pain, and you will be okay. You'll start to feel better. And at that time, I thought what he was saying was just crazy, and it didn't make any sense to me. So I would always challenge him, but always be super inquisitive, like, what are you talking about? You know, sometimes we would butt heads, to be honest. You know, it's just the way it goes, especially when two people are on two different levels, you know, of experience and knowing. So at the time I was still in religion, and so whenever he would say anything, I just couldn't understand it. So he gave me the crystal. Once we went our separate ways, we got different jobs, etc., so forth. He moved. You know, after 5 years later, I had my awakening. Within the 5 years, I would always see that crystal. I would always have it with me, and I never thought to throw it away. Even when I moved, and even when I did spring cleaning and throwing things away and just purging, I never threw the crystal away. I would always look at it and be like, whatever, I'll keep it, you know, especially because of the person that gave it to me. And so it finally made sense to me. Like the crystals, like I started to get in crystals. Like I never thought that I would be a type of person that would be in crystals, because people would say negative things about it, especially when you're in religion. You know, whatever you don't understand, you're afraid of it. And so that was one of them. And so he gave me that crystal. I held on to it, and I think in the back of my subconscious mind, I knew that it was something, and that it was going to serve a purpose. Like your highest self always knows, right? So I looked at the crystal finally on a full moon, and it was like the perfect timing. And I ended up texting him and telling him, like, I looked up the crystal, and it's everything that I've been going through as far as trying to get sober and meditate more and refocus my energy, all of it. Like it was all in unison of what I needed for that time, at that time. And so I had texted him, I was like, everything that you were saying makes a lot of sense now. And I am cracking up, you know, the fact that I was not believing, and I just wasn't there. I just didn't have the capacity to get there, because I was never exposed to something like that. You know, first came religion, now it's spirituality. So yeah, so that's my experience with the amethyst, and how much it means to me, and why I'm so grateful that everything always comes full circle. Even though we don't understand what's going on. Things are planted, little seeds are planted for you along the way so you could discover yourself more. But before I go, I definitely want to talk about like the healing properties of the amethyst and what it does, in case you guys are, interested or wanted to pick one up. But I did hear that amethyst is one of the very first crystals you should get for yourself if you're first trying crystals, so it was perfect. So the healing properties of the amethyst is basically it increases nobility, spiritual awareness, psychic abilities, inner peace, healing of body, mind, and soul, positive transformation, meditation, balance, release stress, and communication. And it definitely does do that, especially because it was my very first crystal, so I felt like everything was enhanced. You'll feel the difference. Your head is going to start tingling. This is the whole awakening process and waking up your third eye. So that's what the amethyst contributes. The amethyst is also a protective stone. It guards against psychic attacks. So if anyone is trying to spill ill will on you, it'll definitely deter that. It basically helps you with stress, illness. The amethyst is basically a natural like tranquilizer, so it just disperses everything and repels everything that is not great for you. It also gives you a huge heightened intuition and psychic abilities. It also gives you motivation. It's great for hormone reproduction and your metabolism. And if you're having any digestive tract issues, it's going to help you with that. It helps with your lungs, and helps with regenerating tissue within you. It also cleans the blood, physical and emotional pain and stress. So, like I said, I really like this amethyst because it came to me at the right time. I was going through my process of sobering from not drinking and not smoking. So if any of you guys are addicted to anything, even if it's food, whatever your vice is, it could be anything, the amethyst is going to help you disconnect with the consistency of wanting to be addicted to something. It will break that, and it definitely helped me through my process of awakening because I was shedding everything, y'all, like everything. So it was perfect, and I'm so grateful for that moment, and I'll never forget that moment. Like, people are definitely put in your lives for a reason. So if you guys haven't bought a crystal yet, I would, and your third eye is opening, you're awakening, this is new to you, go ahead and buy yourself an amethyst. Like, it's really going to help you through your journey and discover yourself. All right, y'all. But thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate you all, and please subscribe and click the like button, and if you want to, share. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.